Alright, good afternoon, Smoky Mountain Rails. Hope everyone's doing okay. I'm coming to you from the far end of the layout to this evening. Specific reasons. You guys can clearly see there's two main lines running parallel. Well, I'm going to show you some more stuff that I've done to the train, to the HO track in particular. I didn't do much to the yoke gauge. That's all been done. These have special homes. What I'm going to do with these, that'll be for the next video. But carrying on. We got some industry sitting in the middle here with the siding. Nothing's finalized with the siding. That's just holding the cars. So, okay, we got recurring theme on this HO line. So bear with me for a moment. Now we got a switch right there. I don't want to get you too close because I don't want to get you guys dizzy by going back and forth with the camera. But this is a recurring theme on this layout for the HO. Now I got one siding there with a switch. I'm going to pan you to the right. Now that is still the main line going underneath the road bridge here. That's still one of the main lines. It goes on the outside of the table. Now the inner line, that's also active, but that switch is very important. I'm going to keep that. We're going to keep this on going. We got some industry sitting here, which I might keep or I might move, not sure. But we got another siding and another switch. Now that siding, this basically is going to be a dead line. So we're going to follow that off that switch, and we're going to come. I'm going to turn you sideways, and we got another switch. Now that switch comes important because there's one that's on the main line, the second main line on the inner track, the outer track going behind the grain building. That's going to be coming all the way around underneath here to where you now see three lines. Keep on moving. Now that support's going to get moved, but I need a piece to go into that little section there. But so now we have two main lines, and there's the third one right there, which is conveniently hidden right over there. That goes behind the church, and it funnels all the way down. So as big as this villa, this is basically a 12-foot long layout, which I've maxed out as much as I can go. So that inner track is one that is worked off the inner line, and the other inner line's worked off the same controller. So I can take the train, instead of making a continual loop, which as big as the train is, it looks cool, but I can now reverse it and do a reverse dog bone and send it the other way and bring it back down instead of going into a circle. So then I can go on the inside or the outside just by hitting two switches. And yes, this is all going to be eventually DCC, so I can manually control the engines and speed with the switches. I can't do that with DC because once you get them running, they take off, and my control panel's on that side and the switches are on that side, and they can't get it done. And I took my General off, as I said, to give it a break. I've ran that thing for like 4 years. So the Berkshire is actually on here. As heavy as the Berkshire is, it can hold the weight. Holds the weight perfectly fine. And my Pennsylvania is just going to sit on the inner track. And this table over here is just going to be eventually, I'm going to get a split off the main table underneath the bridge there, and it's going to line up to this guy here, which is just going to be a holding track for all the extra cars, because I got a ton of them sitting on that shelf. They need to be on the table. So this is going to be just what, if you're familiar with Nebraska, they have a lot of farmlands out there. They have a lot of drain lines coming through different areas. So that's what this is going to eventually try to be. I'm going to give it my best shot to make it look like that. I'm just keeping the helicopter there for right now. And those two Anthern and Spectrum controllers, that's for something special. That's for next year. So stay tuned for that. And we're going to keep on trucking. And other than that, if you do want to keep your trains running good, which all you guys pretty much know what you're doing, I just basically picked up a sanding block from a paint store, and you can see all the dirt coming off the track. I basically clean every bit of it, all the steel track, all day long. And I've been in here all day. I've been here for like 7 hours because I had to fit all that down there to get all that HO to fit. I had to realign all that, push this, push that. Because it's very finicky. HO does not like being moved around because of the power. It gets interrupted and it just has a problem with it. And I know this video is going on more than 6 minutes, but there was so much I had to let you see and digest. And I'm going to eventually, that little block of wood is going to be replaced by a trestle, which is underneath that bridge right there. That's going to be holding up that track. So then the train is going to go right through it. Because I've done it before and it works perfectly. I can't do double stack containers. That I'll do on the main line if I pick some double stack container cars up. That's for a future thing if I pick them up or not. This is going to be grass matted. So that's what's going on. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I do apologize, no trains running today. I've been out here for like 2 days. Kind of worn out, but I will be back tomorrow. I'll make some more train running videos. I'll have both the HOs running. I'll have the other guy up there running. I'll have the main table running. And I'll have the Burke running. So I give you a nice show. With that, ladies and gentlemen, Smoky Mountain Rails. Have a good day.